2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome to historic Oakmont Country Club. The course originally opened in 1903 and is still challenging even today's top players as we get set to bring you opening round coverage of the U.S. Open. It looks like a great day out there. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Down on the course, walking with the feature group is Henny Koyak. John McCarthy is with us as well. And Rich, this is the 125th U.S. Open, and we're back at Oakmont Country Club, which I know will be a major challenge for these players.
Well, Andrew, I think you'll appreciate this because I've always said this. Oakmont Country Club would be the one golf course I would pay good money to not have to play. It is that difficult. They slow the greens down for the U.S. Open. How about that? Why do they slow greens down for the U.S. Open? Because the members, they like to be punished for some bizarre, strange reason. This is the most exacting, hardest, unrelenting tests of golf these players are ever going to face. It's no fun. It's literally no fun, and that's the best thing I can say about Oakmont.
Not a bad result right there. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. He's got this putt for birdie. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
Oh, he's going to love this one.
Tremendous shot right there, and now a birdie opportunity on the second hole.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
How about this birdie putt? And that putt drops, and we move on to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Teeing off here on the third.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
John has the latest from the grounds.
Well, I'm down on the 11th right now. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
And here we are with the third shot. Only one shot off the pace.
Don't stop now. Keep on.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. I don't know if that was the right club. This one greenside in the rough. Oh, that was so close. This is a big one coming up to save par. Okay, moving on to the next. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
In the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and 2.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Goes in for eagle. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Yeah, that one's looking good. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. He just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 6th hole at Oakmont is a high caliber par 3.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
Opting for the 5-iron.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
9 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we? Oh, I like the look of this. Could it go in? And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side, could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Let's take a look back at Justin Thomas from earlier today.
This is very well done from long range. Incredible shot.
Time to get back to live play. Setting up in the first cut.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
This is on a great line.
That's a big birdie putt. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
That will definitely work. A very long putt coming up. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
That one drops. Getting set for the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. This shot is about 170 yards. This is a 7-iron on the way. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots. Now to the 10th hole. It's a par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
What a difference that makes. Close to the rough, but it stays in the fairway. This shot from about 110 yards away. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. A putt of 14 feet.
He's got this one for birdie.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I've got it going right to left here.
That nearly went in for birdie. Moving along.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. How about the quality of this shot? This might go in.
Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
You want to favor the left-hand side as best possible, as that's the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you've got a green that swings from left to right and back to front. Really difficult to judge the spin on your second shots here and get it close.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill.
Choosing the 9-iron here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Watch this one break. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Currently 8 under overall. The 12th at Oakmont is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards.
Straight downhill you go. Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going for it in 2. However, high stakes ensue. A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
Interesting choice of the driver here. Trying to run this one down onto the green, I feel. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, the putt starts out straight, and then I'm thinking it'll move a little to the right.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th at Oakmont, may as well be known as the Nightmare on Elm Street.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
This one's for birdie. Wants to use that slope from the right to his advantage. Still in the lead now after that hole. 14 at Oakmont, not a long par 4, Rich, but still some work to be done.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
Oh, what a putt. He sits in first position.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
Okay, that'll play. All right, we can work with that. Here's a putt to get to 12 under par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. A short one left for par. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 9 shots. Okay, it's a par 3.
And once again, just another par 3 that's going to wear you out. A deep bunker fronting this green right here on the right-hand side. That screams bogey all day long. You want to favor the left-hand side, and if you can, bounce your tee shot into this green. If you miss the green here, you're looking 4 squarely between the eyeballs.
All right, the putter can come out now. Here's what happened earlier today at the 4th hole.
From long range, nearly gets it to fall.
Good distance remains on this long putt. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Oh, this one is looking good. This is looking better and better. Yes! After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Well, they can't all be good. Six feet to the hole.
A great birdie chance here.
That is an incredible recovery on this hole.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
Time for the tee shot at 18.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. Two tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
That is going to work. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 155.
This is a 9-iron on the way. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Three feet to the cup. Oh, that's the way you finish a birdie on the closing hole. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round one, and he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Oakmont Country Club for the finale of this year's U.S. Open, where a winner will be crowned. Our final round coverage starts right now. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you today. Rich, the final round is underway, and our featured player is in the final pairing today.
Just a monumental lead going in this final round. I mean, it's got to be debilitating to the other golfers around him. This player, he's so far past everybody right now, they've got to be scratching their heads going, how do we beat this guy?
Let's go out to the first hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch him in this final round. Let's pick up the action. I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
What an aggressive play. This has a chance. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. What a start for our featured player, extending the lead early.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course.
Heck of a shot. Got it all right on that one.
This putt from 5 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
He makes the putt and extends his lead.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. 14 feet to the cup. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
Putt is underway.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. On the tee on the 4th hole.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot, is a blind shot as the green in the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Ooh, that was close. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Extending the lead. That is the way you do it.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard.
And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan-style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
This might be a bit too much club.
Oh, that was pure. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
And an outside chance here.
This is going right at the hole. Oh, my. And currently at 19 under par for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Going with the 5-iron here. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
This tee shot is looking good so far. Okay, that's going to play. This putt is from 16 feet away. John, give us a read on this putt.
It's looking like just a slight break to the left here, I think.
On a nice line.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Time now for a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green. He's got this left for birdie. Henny is right there.
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
That one goes in. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Yeah, tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Looks like about a 170-yard shot required here. This one's going right there. What a beautiful leave right there. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
That looked good all the way. Here's the par putt. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
Wow, he's going to like that one.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Oh, it's target practice right now. Look at that beauty.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And just to clean up this birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Is this going to hold the fairway? one's just found its way onto the first step. Second shot here on the 11th.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And it's a score of -24 as we head to the next hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
This is his second shot. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home in two there.
Setting up miles from the hole. This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Come on. Go in the hole.
Yahtzee.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par threes in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is a 12-footer here.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This putt looks like it's breaking right to left.
And so close to the birdie. What a shame. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
A big, swinging, sweeping left to righter. Started beautifully.
Big putt for par coming up. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church-style pew bunkers down the left-hand side. Fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
This is a 150-yard shot. Another good shot from our leader. This putt is 14 feet away.
This for a birdie.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This looks like it's going to go left.
And the birdie putt drops.
Ooh, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
We have a par 3 on this one.
You want to try and land your tee shot, if you can, on the front left third of this green. A lot of movement from left to right here on this green. If you hit it in the front bunker here, 4 is almost a must. But if you find the green, you just might walk out of here with an easy 3.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Oh, that looked good. Let's see if the player can manage a par. Okay, on to the next. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Let's see what happens out of this bunker. Our leader has done it again. On the green, but some work to do. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt looks like it's going to go right to left as it heads up this hill.
Oh, this looks good early. Okay, that was a tough ask. Short putt goes in for par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done.
This is full send.
Wow, our leader's got it going today.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
We've got about 180 left to the hole. He's got this putt left to win the event. Henny, what is he looking at with this putt?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
This one on a good line. That was close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt.
A win they'll never forget. Our U.S. Open champion at Oakmont.
Hoist that trophy with a big smile on your face. You've earned it.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.